Hello, hello, hello. What's good, everybody? It is Sunday, and it is time to finally knock out the Penguin finale. And of course, I'm going to be knocking it out with two of the best around. We got the one, the only Fandom D Saint in the house. What's good, brother?
Yo, what's good, everyone? All I gotta say is fuck you, Oz. Fuck you, Oz.
Out the gate ain't nothing right, ain't nothing good with it. AK Gigante, what's good with you? How we doing today?
I'm here, man. I am literally here for the vibes. Off rip for our viewers. Yeah, AK was a little busy these past couple weeks and she has not watched the episode yet, but I'm here for the spoils and the vibes. So let's get it.
We just gave some major spoilers backstage, so she's up to date. But yeah, it was absolutely brutal.
It was as we expected, I think.
Pretty much. I mean, sometimes you just got to remember this is a show about a villain, and
this is a villain.
He went full on. The Penguin finale, great or little thing. And we open with Dr. Rush like full on meddling with Francis's brain and memories. Like the way Rex called her doll when he showed up. Do you think they ever had a romantic relationship, AK? Like we're kind of talking about that, especially seeing what he was willing to do for her later. Like, do you think that they might have?
I think we all thought that off rip. At least, well, when we heard about him and we were like, okay, let's file that character away for later. But the more we saw her talk about him and the way she talked about him, especially, it seemed like something was going on there. I thought for sure it would be revealed that he was Oz's dad.
I mean, he was willing to go to some pretty great lengths. What do you think, Phantom? Do you think there was something extra that going on between them?
Of course, you saw young Francis. I would have freaking hit that too. This is the way how like Oz just was like, how he since he was a kid, he was wanting to be a gangster. He looked up to this guy to the point that it wouldn't be surprising if he was actually the father this whole time.
Were Oz's mommy issues a little more of the Targaryen persuasion? Is that maybe what was going down too?
Yeah, for sure. They were definitely kind of hinting a little bit like in there. It was crazy. Absolutely crazy. But yeah, we don't know.
The last scene, which we'll talk about it again.
Oh, okay, yes, and I'll look forward to it.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely. Like even when she was kind of going in one of her dementia modes and having a flashback, yelling at Oz, she's like, "No, I'll just go down and grab Rex." Like the way she was threatening, sounds like she would threaten Rex. It seems like there's definitely maybe something a little extra there.
Mothers and their sons, man. Sometimes, ugh. All I can say, ugh.
And then we hear with them talking that she's actually known all along that Oz killed his brothers and never said a word. She literally called him the devil. Like, Rex broke it down all rationally, like, hey, Oz could serve a purpose, or maybe you could just let him go. When he said that, did you ever imagine that she would go through with killing her own son, Phantom?
The way how she was broken down, yes. I thought she was going to in that moment. But then it turned out it doesn't happen. So I wanted to know like what was going to be like that switch where she's like, you know what, I'm going to kill him.
And then they showed it. That was just insanity. That was just crazy. Seeing the night that she got all dressed up was actually the night she was going to have her own son just murked. Like that makes that so dark. And then the end scene even darker. Like that's like his memory of her. Oh my God. Everything about this is just so twisted and mental. Like, yeah, they took it to
on Haymaker.
What's up, John? I see you out there. When Oz was sitting there enjoying the show, do you think he knew what his mom was planning when she told him Rex was going to be driving him home later, Phantom?
Hell no. This kid is smiling. He's happy, with his mom all to himself. Freaking listening to music. Like, how he doubt he knew that?
I don't know. The way he started talking pretty quick about like how I know you and I know your mannerisms. Like, I think he felt something was up.
Like at least he knew, like she was thinking about something because he said like, "Oh, you only smoke like that if you're thinking." But oh my gosh, the way he was just saying that, I'm like, dude, you really want to? This is some Oedipus complex. And you know what's so funny? Oedipus Rex. Who did he? Who is this? And freaking Rex, the guy who he admired. I'm like, yo, this is the writing here. I swear.
Oh, it's just time.
You know what? It kind of falls into where like he thought maybe I think he was just too happy in his skin thinking that he got away with it from what y'all are saying, because if you remember when Sophia had him tied up in that chair and felt everybody fell for the okie doke that he just pulled, he just started laughing like, yeah, that's right, I did it. So it makes sense that that's a behavior that's from a very young age.
Oh, he's sick and twisted. He said exactly what he needed to get her to call it off. He said, I'll get you what you deserve because no one else will. Just don't give up on me. Then topped it off with, come dance with me. Like just a slick little smooth talker even way back then.
Of course.
And look how long he kept her stringing along.
Brutal.
That makes me give an even bigger high five to his homegirl that's over in the apartments, where she's like, yeah, Oz, I'm looking out for my girl, so you gotta go, and I'm not going with you.
Vic comes through with Oz's army, but they're not there for him. They just wanted the product. And Vic tries to give a little pep rally talk like Oz did, but didn't quite have the silver tongue that Oz has. So he actually takes it a step too far. But before getting himself capped, Link actually stepped in and saves him by punching him in the gut to shut him up. And by the end of this, we actually see Link was actually a pretty solid guy when it came to Vic.
Yeah.
Like, did you see any of that?
At least it didn't break through with the bosses, but their underlings, their right hands, it looks like it broke through them.
Exactly.
The way how the camera just panned to him, I was like, oh shit. So maybe he actually is gonna help him like behind his back or something.
I gotta say, I didn't see that coming. I thought Link was gonna murk Vic. I thought he was gonna set him up and do it, but that all worked out. That worked out pretty sweet. That was tight. Vic heads to the front to see that he's like sees the massive crater left by the bomb, and he asks one of the crew if Oz made it out, but he never got an answer. But then we see Oz not in a very good spot. Like Sophia has him once again duct taped to a chair telling crazy bird stories. I was like, how many times is this girl going to get him duct taped to a chair and just let him go? I mean, what?
I was dying. Did this happen like the first freaking episode? Or was it say, no, it was the first episode. I'm like, yo, if he escapes again, like just stop it. Just kill the person as it is.
Like,
seriously.
What? You just wasting duct tape at this point. Like, what's really going on? It was ridiculous.
That part.
She lets him know that she knows the truth about his past, and she straight told him they all know the truth already, and he was still gonna let him cut Mom's finger off to not admit the truth. Like, what kind of sick psycho is this man, AK? What's up, Jake?
It's odd, man. I'm not surprised by anything he does anymore. This just is who he is, and I think people need to just remember that he's not a good guy. And yeah, you know, we're cheering for him throughout the season to see how he's moving and what gains he gets, but he's not a good dude. Plain and simple. I mean, neither is Sophia, but I still stand Sophia.
She needs to use steel cuffs. She needs to just off him and get messed around.
She needs to just got rid of him and made some more when she still had time to.
Up here just doing that evil villain shit, talking about the plot and just wasting time while he gets loose. Like, come on.
Seriously.
Oh, no, not the new day. Just wrapping this one up since it's been a while and everybody's been so busy. So just knocking it out. We'll be back on Tuesdays with the next one. I have to admit, though, that was some next level meta shit of Sophia was trying to pull, though. Like trying to make Oz admit out loud to his mom that he killed his brothers. Like, we already know.
That's probably, again, top 5 scenes of the season. Just this whole back and forth. Just admit that you killed your brothers, or start with the finger. And he still wouldn't even admit. He could have said this line, even though he still did it. Like, okay, yeah, I did it. What? I admit it. Whatever. But no, he would not admit it. And I thought he would, because it's his mother. He wouldn't have nothing harm to happen to his mother, but he would not admit it. And I was like, well, what? Oh my gosh.
He don't care. That's what I'm saying. Even to a point, the last thing that I think he would let go of is his mom. But if you put his ass to the coals, he's going to choose himself every time. Every single time.
Every time.
She had to interject herself. It was like, I hate you. I despise you. She should have killed me. She should have did.
Look, right there, what John just said. That is it exactly.
And it's sad. You should
have just capped him, Sophia.
Mm-hmm.
Did us all a favor and just put a bullet in his head.
When Oberyn just waited too damn long, just off
way too damn long on some bullshit. Like, bro, come on, you had the shit won.
He looked so shocked when she finally told him that she already knew the truth, but he still refused to admit it. Just complete denial with this man.
And that was her last word before she ended up getting a stroke.
And then
what's going on, bruv? I see you out there.
She finally came clean and told him exactly how she feels about him, then stabbed him right in the belly. But right after, she sees her dead boys and has a stroke that puts her in a vegetative state. the emotional capacity of this scene was just killed. What's up, Dragon? I see you out there. Good to see you. Oh
I
man,
did like how it switched her from like the adult to like young Oz, because she just wished that it was as a kid that she could have just killed him, and not now.
That's what I'm saying. She recalled all of those years in those few seconds, from what it sounds like.
oh, just absolutely insane. Oz falls over and breaks the chair, which frees him just enough, and then he goes Jason Bourne and just takes out all of Sophia's men while snatching up Mom, and like he's got a fresh gaping stab wound, and he just picks up his mom off the floor like that just gutted him and runs out the door. Like, I don't know, that was I don't really see it. I know he's strong, but that was a little above and beyond for me. I was like, come on. But hey, it's the Penguin. What are you going to do? He tosses her in the back seat of the car, and that was not only conveniently just parked right outside, but as luck would have it, I guess just had the keys left in it because, you know, why not? It's only Gotham.
What? Because plot.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't somebody just leave their
People can barely shoot. That just like stormtroopers. He's even like shot the guy who kidnapped him. I was like, wow, crazy.
In Gotham, the worst crime that there is, and people still leaving keys in cars. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, just as gangster as it gets, but we got keys and Mercedes right outside. Just
oh, and I was rewatching the Batman movie. I didn't know that the same drugs, those eye drop drugs, was the same in the movie. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Drops.
Yep.
So he rushes his mother to the hospital, and once she's admitted, he finds a room and tends to his own wounds. But even before doing that, he calls Vic, showing how much this kid truly means to him, or at least like it. He knows like that's all he has left, so he's doing what he can with what he has, I guess. But also, would like you be able to staple yourself up like that, Phantom, with that thing? Like that looks so painful.
Hell no, I wouldn't do it.
Dude, that looked, yeah. So I'd get me a doctor, a nurse, something like let me turn my head, something that looks so painful. I was like, hell no.
Then when Vic stopped by and he was like, "Oh, what happened?" He was like, "Oh, was it Sophia that stabbed him?" I'm like, "No, you don't even say the truth. It was your mom."
No, he ain't admitting that. No way he's admitting that.
That's another one of those things he will never admit. Like you know that like that jar that Will Smith was talking about he had in Bad Boys, where he was like, you know, we're gonna put those thoughts in there. You talk about my mom's titties in that jar, and it's never gonna come back out. That Penguin has a jar like that of all those things that he will never admit, even on pain of death, to someone that he loves.
He poured that disinfectant over it, but yeah, man, that was gnarly, and he wasn't doing.
That's not the disinfectant you're supposed to use on open wounds, though.
Oh no, that was horrible. Everything about it was bad. Oz is feeling down and out, but Vic has one more pep talk in him, and this time it works. Oz still has a few moves yet still to make. Sophia, making a move of her own, invites all the gangs to her place and makes them an offer they can't refuse. She says whoever brings her Oz can have the keys to the palace. She wants out. Link didn't quite buy it, but she seemed pretty serious about that. I don't know. Were you believing that she was actually just going to give it all up like that, Phantom? Just walk away?
Yeah, I would if it was just her father shit. Yeah.
She didn't want anything to do with it. That was just. Oz heads into City Hall to have a chat with his old friend, Councilman Sebastian Hattie. And while he's in there, Vic gets a call from Link saying, like, he was right, but they need to act fast. I was like, oh, Vic, don't do it. Don't tell him shit. What do you think was going to happen right then and there, Phantom?
And this is what I said earlier. Like, I think he at least convinced him. So I was like, okay, if anything's gonna happen, they're gonna off the whatchamacallit, his boss.
Joe?
Yeah. They're gonna off him off. I thought it was gonna be like, oh my gosh, he actually betrayed him when reality he didn't. So that I saw coming. I didn't see the other part. We're gonna have all the other underlings and them killing their bosses.
Oh, that was just Godfather 2. That was so gangster. I loved it. That was amazing. Yeah, the writers just crushed it. I mean, they knocked this series out of the park. I am here for it. I can't wait for it again. But again, somehow, some way, Oz comes out smelling like roses. Like he gasses up the councilman and then heads outside to see his ride empty. No Vic. And then seemingly it gets even worse as Link gets out of the SUV and tells Oz to get in. Like, I'm like, it can't be curtains for him, but this is not looking good. I did not realize what was going to go down. But before Oz even got outside and he like paused to look up at the woman on the balcony, like I can only assume that was like Bella Real, because that was the nameplate that Oz was messing with up on the bench, up on the dais up there. So I believe that's the one who the congressman was saying was like forming a commission to go after dirty cops and politicians. Like, do you know, is that a name or a character from the comics, AK Bella Real?
It sounds familiar.
That's
I'm going to say yes just because it sounds so familiar, but it has been a while since I read anything in the Batman line.
Do you know anything about that, Phantom?
Nah, not even Google.
Gotta hit the Google it. But yeah, I don't know. It's Bella Real sounds like a comic name. I just like, okay, are they sticking more right there? Is it just somebody new like Vic was? But Zao calls Sophia and tells her he has Oz, and they agree on a spot to meet. And she has a little going away fire party for some closure. And what a waste of a beautiful mansion. I mean, just why do you burn? I get bad place or whatever, but I mean, like, yeah, there's some horrid memories that came out of there, but let's not sell it. Let somebody else make some happier ones. Like, do you just torch that place like that, Phantom? That just seemed like a waste to me.
Yeah, I would torch it. Because that was literally like the home of the father. Lee put her in jail, not jail, but in the asylum for X amount of years. Yeah, I would do the same.
Oh, so take that house and make some money with it, or give it to her, but do something good with it.
Burn the suits.
No, because that keeps his memory alive. Yeah, because then whoever moves in there next is like, yeah, this used to be Falcone's house, now it's mine. Nah, you got to kill that.
Oh man, that was just brutal. I saw that home. I was like, man, that is a nice spot going up in flames. But she got to see her daddy burn in the family portrait, so hopefully that'll do. She heads off to meet Zao and get her like revenge on Oz. And how long into that meeting did you realize it was a setup, Phantom?
Of course. I knew that shit was a setup, though. Seeing how all that was happening, I'm like, yo, Vic, be careful. Because again, if he was letting all this to happen, like where the underlings were literally killing their bosses, like Penguin, obviously you learn like it's gonna be a point where even like Vic may end up turning against him.
Yeah, she had a crack lighter lighting all those cigarettes. She did too. Yeah, for real. But when Oz got that little smirk, like you just knew it was about to be on. Sophia looked over and said Zao, and it was curtains for all of them. Like, I don't know how I didn't see it quicker. Like once they were down by the water and he was saying like, turn around, I should have known for sure that he wasn't going to kill her. Like, just the fact that he didn't kill her on the spot right there on the tarmac with the rest of them should have tipped me off that this was not the plan to offer. Like, why drive her away somewhere else and kill her? So I can't believe it took me so long to figure out that he was just setting her up.
Not only that, though, him like freaking like walking away. She did not hear him like running or something.
I mean, right? You want to talk about
what's going on here? We're always hearing this man walk. But the moment we needed to hear him walking away,
all of a sudden he's silent.
Exactly. I'm like, what the hell is this? Unless this whole time he's lying about his damn feet and it's all like perfect and all.
Nah, we saw that foot. I don't think there's any lying about that.
Oh, sick. I have to admit, I love that car ride, like we were saying, with the Godfather 2 ending. Like, what a great homage just to the ultimate gangster movie. Probably, maybe the best movie ever made.
Godfather 2, I think, is my absolute favorite gangster movie.
It might be the best movie ever made. It really might be. With Oz talking about people tired of being overlooked as all the number 2s are taking out the number 1s. Like, that was so gangster.
Maybe that whole speech, where he was it for the bosses, well, the underlings that whole time.
Yep. Exactly. And it worked. And it came through. And Link set it up and made it happen. Like, he said that's his pimp walk. But again, when she said those last few shots about his mom and he didn't shoot her right there on the spot, I was like, that's when I finally figured out. When she said that last crack about his mom and he didn't shoot her right then and there, I was like, he's got something else up his sleeve. But again, yeah, I definitely call bullshit on the execution. Like, his waddling ass would never get all the way back up to the car in the door without her hearing anything and drive away. Like, that is just complete bullshit. You think Sophia was happier going back to Arkham, or do you think she wishes Oz would have just offed her and been done with it, AK?
Oh, I'm going to say she would have rather died.
Yeah.
She absolutely would have rather been dead.
I think so, too. What about you, Phantom?
Totally agree.
Yeah, nobody wants
now, when she busts out, though, that's when we're really going to see her take on that Hangman persona.
Oh, we thought she was crazy before.
Because there's a lot of storyline left for her in the comics up to this point yet. So shit's about to get wild.
Feel it. Oh yeah, Goodfellas is definitely up there. Godfather 2 has it, but Goodfellas
Yes.
is definitely that might be in the top
Absolutely. Goodfellas and Casino.
5. Always wanted to be a gangster. Yeah, those movies make it glamorous. Do you think the show will lead to any other DC villains getting their own shows? That's a great question. What do you think, AK?
That depends on the Riz. I mean, the writers that gave that small boost, the Penguin in the Batman, that sold it. Colin Farrell, his skill, he sold it. I haven't seen anyone outside of Selena that I would want to have their own highlight movie.
Hey, which we could get because there
Like
is
Riddler, don't care about him.
we see from her. I forgot what the name of that doctor is, but he gave her a note, and that note
Rush.
said like, "Oh, it's your sister. It's a woman claiming to be your sister." And we don't see the note, but yeah.
Oh yeah. That's right. I forgot. See, and that's another relationship that could be cultivated right there.
Absolutely. Oh yeah.
Is Shades back at Arkham?
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
He is.
Okay. Oh well. Actually, you know what? She probably will be okay in Arkham this time around. Then, maybe depending on how she plays it.
I'm surprised she don't got her own damn suite in there.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Right, for real. Scarecrow? No, I don't care about Scarecrow either.
Oz heads back to the hospital to celebrate his victory with his mom, but she's not exactly in a celebrating mood. She's in a total vegetative state and is totally unresponsive. And again, like, I got a bit spoiled, so I know what's coming, but I just did not know, like, I didn't know how it was going to happen. But as soon as Penguin said, like, here, you drink the rest, I literally said out loud, he's going to kill him.
Is that poison?
Oh my gosh.
No.
It should have been the freaking slushy that they had in the first episode. So I had to kill him. He could have finished the rest of it. I was like, oh my god. But that was crazy. He's like, oh, he's like family to me, Oz. I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Don't say it ain't so. Don't say it ain't so.
Anytime they start talking about family on this show, somebody's gonna die.
And then he started
John said, how about Two-Face? Who do we have a Two-Face in this new Batman?
Oh yeah, that was like one series that they said they might end up doing is Harvey Dent.
Who played him? Remind me, who played him?
I don't think they had a Harvey in the Batman. I think he might show up in like the second movie.
Yeah, I would need they would have to intro Two-Face in somebody else's show, either like in Penguin season 2 or in Batman Part 2.
Yeah,
I need to see who's playing him and how they play him first.
Before that,
I mean, he's worth a movie on his own with that character, but they got to do it right.
Yeah, I need to rewatch the Batman and the not get.
When I was rewatching the moment I saw Oz, I'm like, this bitch. And then the time when I'm Batman, just like just shoved him against the one and broke. I'm like, I need Batman 2. I need a freaking
Tommy Lee Jones
bodies him. I need that right now. But what you did to freaking Vic, you should have gotten the damn bus, Vic. Oh my gosh, man, you could have survived. You could have lived. And the disrespect,
Vic,
he took his wallet, took the
Mm-hmm.
money that was in the damn wallet, then just threw his ID in the water. I'm like, oh my god!
Not even gonna let the cops be able to identify him. Just a dead body.
I am not. Are y'all really that surprised though?
So brutal.
I told y'all it was either gonna be Vic or his mom or both. And what happened?
The disrespect, like just so brutal. Straight Game of Thrones does on the killing.
Penguin don't care about nothing. He don't care about that shit,
man. He was saying, please, no, and don't do it.
Oh, the Penguin cares too much for Vic and sees that as a weakness, and that's something he just can't have right now. So he tells him he's a good man with a good heart, and then stops it. Just choked him out right there on the spot. Like, you psycho piece of shit.
Like, how you cap your best dude, man?
He saved his life on multiple occasions.
That's just absurd.
Multiple occasions. He's like, I don't believe in Kismet. Fuck you. I mean, are you kidding me? Now we see why we never heard of a Victor Aguilar in any of the comics or movies.
Yeah, there you go. He died before he really shot off.
Oh, so brutal. We then see Sophia hemmed back up in Arkham, and if she wasn't crazy before, this should definitely send her back over the edge. Like, she's got nuts after this. And she's all huddled on her bed, half a vegetable herself. Dr. Rush comes in with a black envelope containing a letter from someone claiming to be her half sister. A Selena Kyle? What do you think that letter said, Venom? Because it definitely piqued Sophia's interest. We even got her to crack a smile.
Yeah, see you in Batman too. That's what the damn letter said.
He said, "See you in Batman too."
I'm fairly certain I had mentioned something to that effect earlier in the season.
Yeah.
Yes, that is a tag team I would love to see have something going on in the background in part 2 of the Batman.
Like, even if they weren't even thinking of it, by episode 4, the right people were like, "Yeah, we gotta continue."
I'm surprised Catwoman didn't get a cameo for the finale. I'm surprised I didn't see that.
Just her name. Just her name. Oh, he's.
I mean, that is close enough. I'm gonna take that as a win. You're right. I'm gonna take that as a win.
Absolutely. We see Oz has a new purple chariot. He's also living in the penthouse, just like his mother always wanted. Pretty sure she didn't want to live like this, though. But like when you make a deal with the devil, you get what you get. Like, oh my God.
She ain't living. He just refuses to let it go.
Oh, she's just stuck there, can't do anything but tear up and cry.
Can't even enjoy it.
So brutal. And talk about creepy. When I saw that old girl dressed up in Oz's mom's old dress, and then when he got closer, we see her hair and makeup like done the same as well. Like, I was like, hell no. Like, what kind of Norman Bates type shit was going on there, Phantom?
Yo, I hated it.
Hold on.
Out. But not surprising.
Wait a second.
What's up?
Point of order, because I set that scene for me, because I haven't, for y'all that didn't hear earlier, I haven't seen this actually. I'm really just here for the vibes and commentary. What? Okay, who's dressed up as who?
You want to tell her?
Eve, the prostitute.
Oh, dog, yeah. Eve still messing with this dude.
Of course,
he's running Gotham.
Damn it, Eve.
She has
the way how he was approaching her, she was afraid of him. I knew it because she was literally just backing away.
He did the fucking back alley dokey doke shit. See, I knew he would end up doing that with her. I fucking knew it.
And there's nothing she could do. That's why she said
and there is nothing from the get-go. That's why I always said, even he's telling Vic that he could leave, he could have left whenever. No, bruh, you make it obviously clear to people that no, they can't just walk away. So shut the fuck up with that. Everybody sees right through that shit, bruh.
Oh, it was ridiculous.
Thinking that people ain't gonna remember what you said. So damn, I feel bad for Eve.
That's why she told Sophia to go to Crown Point. She was like, "Hey, you deserve your shot. I don't think you're going to beat him, but if you can."
But yeah, there you go. I mean, because that does her a favor. Because that if Sophia would have taken him out, that did her a huge favor.
Yeah,
she would do. Eve would happily sign up if she would have taken Oz out.
It was even worse because he was like making her say stuff like he was basically calling her mom and tell me you're proud of me. Tell me I did a good job. Oh,
bro, what is this fucking complex you got, my dude?
So dark and so dirty. It was so dirty.
I mean, it makes sense though, and I think that speaks just so true, honestly, to the character of Penguin, because he's always had those parent issues. Like this is a version of Batman, and Elseworlds version of Batman. If he would have went the life of crime, it would have been similar to this. There would always be something there knocking about his parents, and it would manifest in a really horrible way, just like with Oz.
Oh, this was beyond creepy. Beyond creepy. It was so dirty. Yeah, I needed a shower afterwards. It was terrible. Eve tells him that Gotham's his and nothing's standing in his way now. He says, "You're goddamn right." But then it pans outside to the gray sky, and in the charcoal clouds, what do we see out there, Phantom?
No, the best thing. Norman's like, yo, I cannot wait to see this man. Batman just bring him up and just slam him down, man.
Bro, I just need Catwoman to get in there. You go holler at Shades. Y'all sneak Sophia out. Just go tag team this asshole and take care of it. Rescue Eve and the girls, because Oz gonna be making her put them girls in very awkward and horrible situations, and put Mama out of her misery. Let that woman rest. She's had enough.
Jake wants to know who's better, the Penguin or Kingpin. Who's a better gangster?
Kingpin from Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Daredevil, Kingpin.
Yeah,
Oh, Kingpin, 100%.
Kingpin's pretty sick.
And I think, if you haven't been convinced of that yet, wait until Vincent D'Onofrio gets back on screen because they filming Daredevil right now.
Of course,
was-
it was pretty much a Kingpin show, not an Echo show.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, even in Daredevil, while Matt was still strong as the lead, no, Vince was right there knocking that shit down. Now, Kingpin would walk Penguin up and down every fucking aisle at Walmart. Nah,
Really? So you think?
I think so.
What do you think was a better series, Daredevil, Daredevil season 1 or Penguin season 1?
The better series doesn't have that much to do with separate individuals.
Okay, not the individual, but the series, the way it was
No,
shot.
the series in itself, I will say, for this first season, it definitely overtakes Daredevil season 1. And I love Daredevil season 1
too. It was good, but I think you're right. I think I gotta go Penguin too. How about you?
Yeah,
Penguin?
Penguin
it could be
Penguin
reasons to be
definitely
biased,
takes it.
but it was not as this good here.
Wow.
It wasn't. Maybe it's rewatch season
Yeah.
1, but oh my gosh,
Daredevil
It was
season
good.
1 was dope.
Daredevil season 1 was solid as fuck.
It was. But the fact that I like Jessica Jones better tells me that the Penguin is better.
I did really like Jessica Jones season 1 also.
But man,
Actually, I liked all of the seasons for all of those series, with the exception of fucking Loris. I will still say again, keep your ass at the Reach. But I heard they bringing this motherfucker back. I apologize to all of my fellow fans. Yeah, they've already said they're bringing him back too.
I thought they were gonna
No,
recast him.
no, that was our wishful thinking. No, well, I heard that confirmed last week. I believe that he the whole set are coming back. You didn't like Jessica Jones? Well, sir, you're gonna have to fix your attitude on that.
What?
Iron
Who
Fist
like
was beyond trash.
Not even
Jessica
David
Jones.
Tennant's Purple Man. Like,
Right, yo, David Tennant plays a fantastic villain. Ugh. As much as I love him as the Doctor, he plays a fantastic villain.
I want to call Oz too at the end of this. Marvel should make a Kingpin series. They definitely should, and I think they might be.
They might, but I think for the way Kingpin's character is, like, he's in several different people's rogues gallery. I don't know that they would be able to do it effectively just focusing on him, because then you would have to have some of the bigger stars come in, and I'm not sure they want to do that with how everything is already. They're trying to get shit together. I don't think they'll be able to do it.
Shame bell for that, John. Absolute shame. But Jessica,
Right, that's what I'm saying.
That
Yeah,
was
I need you to come correct on that, sir.
you get a little bit back with that.
You're correct. You're correct. I could have done without Iron Fist. Actually, you know what? No. I will give Iron Fist its props in 3 domains only, and that is Rosario Dawson, our Sand Snake that was in there. I do not remember her real name, but she played Colleen, and oh damn it, there's another character that I want to see beside basically all of the side characters that weren't the headliner of the show. Bring all of them. Misty Knight, that's what it was. Give me the Daughters of the Dragon, that's Misty and Colleen, and the Night Nurse, and that is Rosario's character. I need all of them. You could again leave Loris at the fucking Reach. Every other character that was in his show was better than him.
Weren't they going to do that? Maybe they need to go back to that and just make a Night Nurse series. Like, just have Dawson come back as Night Nurse. And all the different ones.
They had kicked that around for a little bit, but it never panned through. And really, she would make the most sense because she connects like all of the street level characters that are out there so far. And since we're bringing everybody over, why not do that? Although I will say, y'all chill out and let her finish up anything that she's doing with Ahsoka first, please. That takes precedent. Thanks.
Oh, I disagree, John. I love the way they did it. I thought it was sick. I loved it. I was here for it. Oh, so we know we liked it better than as Daredevil, but what did we think of this episode? You didn't see this one yet, but what did you think of the season as a whole, AK?
For the season of a whole, for everything that I've seen, perfect 10. And I'm sure once I watch this, the finale, I will not be disappointed.
Oh God, no! They're ones that actually stick a finale. They Game of Thrones this. It was so dirty.
Yeah,
So
they knocked it out of the. They've been knocking it out of the park, and I'm sure my flabbers will still be gasted, even with the spoilers that I've given myself.
Yeah, Luke Cage was good.
Yep,
Loved
Luke
it.
Cage was awesome, and again, Misty Knight. Please, can we please get more of her?
Always down for some
Thanks.
coffee. Oh yeah. How about you, fandom? What do we think of this episode and this series as a whole?
Episode is probably my favorite episode besides episode 4 of this season. Like this really was a good one. I did not expect it to be this damn good. But hey, when it comes to DC and their TV series, the majority of the time they had the park, but this time, god damn.
DC TV has consistently been much better than on film for the past several years.
Doing it.
So we should have seen it coming, but I'm glad that we were all very pleasantly surprised.
Right
I'm
there.
waiting for
How
you,
does it
Peacemaker, too. I'm waiting for you.
But yes, I'm waiting for Peacemaker, and I agree. Punisher was the shit. Again, they're bringing him back too, and I can't wait.
Oh, I need to see that series. Let's up not seeing the Punisher series.
What, young man?
I saw
30 points from Hufflepuff. What's wrong with you?
That was an era where, again, I was working nights, and at one point, it's like, hey, if I don't watch a series weekly or we ain't talking about it, back
A likely story.
Was that season 2 of Daredevil or season 3 that the second half was basically the Punisher
It was season 2.
series?
Season 2.
Yeah, that was pretty sick. But yeah, absolutely dope. Loving every minute of it. And yeah, I can't wait to see where they go from there. They already got Batman 2 like filming, or what's going on with that?
It's already set in the works. I don't think they're filming it, but it is being worked on.
I thought it was already done, but then they pushed it back next year.
Was it?
Yeah, it was supposed to come out this year. They pushed it.
Wow. Oh, just a couple. We only got a couple quick little questions for this one. Only 2 or 3 to see if anybody remembers about this one. It's been a while. Let's see if you do. If you know the answers, put them in the chat box. If you're watching later, put it in the comment section down below. What was the name of the nightclub where Oz danced with his mom?
Couldn't tell you.
Benny's, Jennifer.
What was the name of
it was the one that Rex was running, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was called back then.
Whoop-de-woo. Look at House coming through. I remember.
Of course, Casey got it. You know she did.
Remember. The Bada Bing. Yeah, Sopranos. We all love the Sopranos, absolutely. Monroe's well done, House. Oh, coming right back in it like they never left. More of a deep dive. Where did Sophia tell Zhao to bring Oz?
To the airport?
It was. Do you remember what it was called?
JFK. LaGuardia.
So I was about to say the LaGuardia would have been closer because they are in Jersey.
This is not in Gotham. This is Gotham, not in. It was the hangar.
His ID said Gotham, New Jersey.
It wasn't O'Hare. We're not in Chi-Town.
O'Hare, yeah, that's in Chicago. That's several states away.
Oh, that is a very large airport. Been there way too many times. It's nuts.
Yeah, bro, it takes like a half hour to get not even to the other side, just halfway through.
Oh yeah, it's a monster. Biggest airport.
Hate having to fly through O'Hare.
Crazy.
Never been to LAX, but I suspect it's even worse.
I've been to LAX. It's different. Getting out the drive in and out of LAX is gnarly. It sucks. But actually inside LAX isn't too terrible. Yeah, I've been to ATL a dozen times. Get some. Oh, it was a hangar. Yeah, I'll give you extra credit for that one. Which hangar was it? And it was an airport. Anybody? I'll give you get the points if you know the name of the airport or which hangar it was in. That Sophia told Zhang to meet and bring Oz. Oh, but yeah, absolutely.
C or D. I don't know.
Incorrect. But yeah, absolutely love this series. Can't wait to see where they go from here with it. I mean, it was above and beyond. Oh, wow, House. Well done, you. It absolutely was Hangar 5. Nice call. That's insane. Well done, you. That's awesome.
Sometimes a good guess makes it all.
Hangar 5, 100%. Nailed it. Oh, but that's going to do it for us. Absolutely loving it. Not sure what the next series is going to be. We'll definitely keep you posted. So make sure you have that bell ring and you guys are all subscribed to the channels and we will let you know where we go from here. Hope everybody out there is having an absolutely fantastic week and it only gets better from here. Till we see you on the next one. Be easy, everybody.
Just
Peace.
for Vic.